Introduction. Corporate Social Responsibility (CSR) is a type of international private business self-regulation that tries to contribute to philanthropic activities or charitable societal goals by volunteering or supporting ethical-oriented actions. Giving back to the community, participating in philanthropic causes, and providing positive social value are all goals of corporate social responsibility. Businesses are increasingly turning to corporate social responsibility to make a difference, develop a positive brand.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Zainal and I would like to talk about the background of the chosen company, which is Petronas. Petroleum Nasional Berhad or National Petroleum Limited, which is mostly known as Petronas, which all of Malaysia knows and call it, which is a Malaysian oil, gas and corporation. The corporation Petronas, which was founded in 1974 and is completely owned by the Malaysian government. Petronas is vested with the whole oil and gas resources in Malaysia and is tasked with developing and adding value to these resources. Petronas is one of the world's largest enterprises according to the Fortune Global 500. Petronas gas was rated the 81st largest public business in the world in 2017 Forbes Globes 2000. Petronas was also placed 48 in the 2020 Bentley Infrastructure 500. Petronas has evolved to be an integrated multinational oil and gas firm with the operation in 35 countries since the start of their operation. The group has 103 totally owned subsidiaries, 19 partially owned outfits, and 57 linked enterprises as of the end of March 2005, which is long ago. According to the Financial Times, Petronas is one of the new seven sisters, which is the most powerful and mostly state-owned national oil and gas enterprise from nations outside the OECD. Petronas is a significant source of money for the Malaysian government, which contributing for more than a 15% value of government revenue from 2015 to 2020. The headquarters of the firm are the Petronas Towers, which were formerly integrated on Malaysia's 42nd National Day 1999, which is the corporation's 25th birthday. The group is involved in a wide range of petroleum operations, from upstream oil and gas exploration and production to downstream oil refining, which includes marketing and distribution of petroleum products such as trade, gas processing and liquefaction. Liquefaction is the functioning of a gas transmission pipeline network. Petronas is also in charge of liquefied natural gas marketing as well as petrochemical manufacture and marketing. Petronas will ship automobile engineering while investing in the real estate. Apart from that, since 2013, Petronas has been actively engaged in corporate social responsibility, or which commonly known as CSR, and social services program in the Garaf contract area, which is known as GCA. These programs are intended to offer fair access to basic necessities, stimulate economic growth, and improve the quality of life in surrounding areas. Infrastructure improvements, school renovation, improved healthcare facilities, and also, which is well known as Water for Life, which reverse osmosis, or known as RO water sanitation facilities, are among them. The reason why Petronas can do this CSR is because of their yearly revenue of approximately around 240.3 billion Malaysian ringgit, which is a lot. Companies that are socially responsible tend to attract people that want to make a difference in the world, and in addition in earning wage. There's a power in numbers in huge corporation where collaborative employee efforts may accomplish significant outcomes, which promotes workplace morale and productivity. Petronas is one of the companies that feels responsible to help the people in need and help the nation to be better.
First implementation of the CSR activity before COVID-19 by Petronas is Program Sentuhan Ilmu Petronas (PSIP) and also Back to School program.
This program was about giving an equipment support to school for their facility equipment for student use. Meanwhile, the PSIP program is about activity that support by Petronas for a whole program in variant of state in Malaysia to give opportunity for students who has interest in science, technology, and engineering and mathematical STEM. The Petronas has been contributed by assist some amount of money, which is the 3.1 million to assist this Petronas Chemical Group Berhad and Badan Kebajikan Islam Petronas BAKIP. Second implementation of the CSR activity was held by Petronas before COVID-19 is Sentuhan Harapan program. This is entrepreneurship program that has collabed with Yayasan Petronas. Objective of this program is to be harnessing the skill and improving financial issue and livelihood of those B14 people category. Besides that, they also wanted to alleviate poverty in country and also to help them. This program was held for 6 months, including the training period session in the financial management, product marketing, motivation, and personal grooming. They also provide with monthly food aid, 80 ringgit for a year. In addition, there are also implementation of the CSR activity was held during COVID-19, which is the Petronas has provided assistance of 20 million ringgit of medical equipment and supplies to mitigate the spread of COVID-19. This program also makes a collaboration with the Ministry of Health (MOH) and the National Disaster Management Agency (NADMA). Most of these driving force was in charge in channeling the critical medical equipment and supplies such as ventilators, hospital beds, and also mattress, thermal imaging camera, digital thermometers, and so on. This activity objective it was provide temporary assistance. Furthermore, the implementation of the CSR activity during COVID-19 by Petronas is Program Mekah, which is memampankan ekonomi asas rakyat. This program was about to help the B14 people to improve their skills training and living standards, and also income streams. The Yayasan Petronas has been rolled for about 24 months and also has allocation of basic needs such as water, electricity, and food for their living to address poverty at the grassroots. The Yayasan Petronas also has provide an entrepreneurship training program, which is the Empower is also part of Program Mekar funded by Yayasan Petronas.
The advantage of Petronas conducting CSR program due to COVID-19 pandemic. The first one is the year in review was without a doubt one of the most trying for the oil and gas business, with the twin shocks of the COVID-19 outbreak and plummeting oil price driving the industry to an unparalleled low. Next is CSR arm Yayasan Petronas is donating RM20 million in medical equipment and supplies to assist hospital and healthcare frontliners in Malaysia in mitigating the spread of COVID-19 epidemic. The next one is the donation supplement, a recent initiative by Petronas Dagangan Berhad (PDB), a Petronas subsidiary. And the last one is Petronas has aided disaster relief efforts on both the domestic and international fronts. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next, it is my turn to explain the challenges and difficulties and how they can overcome the problem. So during the pandemic COVID-19, there were two problems faced by Petronas Group, which are the unfavorable market conditions that occur during the pandemic, and this because of the unfavorable market condition, their profit decreased comparing to the preceding year. So this also happened because the effects of the plummeting oil prices along with the demand disruption resulting in lower sales volume from processed gas, petroleum products, and LNG. This also happened because logistics and transportation, industrial and mining enterprises, and other industries cannot resume their work in a short period of time during PKP, and the demand for diesel oil shrinks sharply and leading to a sharp decline in the consumption of the domestic refined oil markets. This downward makes the sales volume of the third quarter in 2020 become decrease and they have losses in their sales volume. And next, the second problem that they faced was they need to focus on their workers' mental health. This is because during the pandemic, a lot of workers need to work from home. In the office, the workers have sufficient equipment and can work more easily. But while in home, they need to deal with their family and in the same time face insufficient equipment to complete their work. And apart from that, the provision of standard personal protective equipment or we call PPE um, that contractors need to wear offshore are so hard for them to cope, and this makes them more stressed in with their work and is seen as a hindrance towards them. So these are two problems faced by Petronas during the COVID-19, and the solution for those problems are the first one, Petronas have focuses on operational efficiencies, commercial excellence and fiscal discipline. It is implemented across its value chain, and because of that, now the group have recorded improved results as compared to the preceding years, mainly due to the increase in liquefied natural gas or we call LNG in their sales volume, aided by a modest recovery in oil prices. This also became possible because the PKP that was once upheld in Malaysia and also across their chain have been ceased. Petronas said that they will continue to take decisive measures and reshaping their portfolio mix, retooling human capital equation, and emphasizing on focused execution with pace in weathering current and future challenges guided by three-pronged growth strategy. For the second solution, Petronas had given mental health support to their workers. Petronas recognized that the pandemic had altered their employees' lifestyles and led to added pressure. So Petronas Group had put in place a support system to help employees and their families to cope with everyday stress. For example, there were 24/7 virtual counseling, mental first aid toolkit, eating right module, and evening chat platforms. And in addition, they have also launched hashtag We Wish You Well campaign to drive a more meaningful interaction between Petronas, their stakeholders, and also their employees through well wishes and messages of care and concern. So that is the problem that was faced by Petronas and the solution that can be implemented. Hi, my name is Nabil Hakim and it is my turn to present our group recommendation towards organization CSR activity. So our first point is, so for the introduction, Petronas have shown their love and support to the medical frontliners and hospitals in Malaysia. However, there are still space for improvement and we would like to point out what we think would improve on their CSR activity. For the first one, they could have also donated more health equipment in their CSR. This includes infusomat infusion pumps, perfusion pumps, cardiac monitors, defibrillators, and nasal cannula to their donation. These things are also essential in combat against COVID-19 disease. And additionally, they could also donate medical gloves because medical gloves could only be used once. So a large quantity of gloves need to be supplied to the healthcare institute to prevent the risk of infection. Next, they could also donate some food other than medical equipments to their CSR donation. This is because during the COVID-19 outbreak, there are a lot of patients, and by giving out food, it could help the hospital to cut their costs of giving the patients their daily food. And our last point is they should also give some funds to the children that have been diagnosed with COVID-19. As we all know, children are sensitive patients. If the hospitals have funds for them, the hospital could have prepared something for them, such as giving foods that are more likely children friendly or they like. So this could cheer them up and make sure they are happy while also separated from their parents in quarantine in the hospitals.
The next one that I would like to present to you is the conclusion on CSR based on the chosen company. The significance of the CSR program is that being a socially responsible corporation may assist to boost the image and brand of a firm. Employees who have a strong sense of social responsibilities can use the business resources available to them to accomplish a good thing. Formal corporate social responsibility initiatives can boost employee morale and productivity in the workplace. Petronas has a number of significant CSR programs. We strongly agree on the CSR that company Petronas did and still ongoing with the fact that the CSR is helpful and has a lot of benefits. One of the examples where the CSR is beneficial is the program Sentuhan Ilmu Petronas, PSIP, where they help a lot of students to go back to school or help them to go through their school days with equipment that are necessary. On the other hand, programs Sentuhan Ilmu Petronas also help the community to get more recognition by students, teachers, and also parents about the help that Petronas gave to them. This shows that the company is responsible for helping those in need and also give them a good look in the eyes of the citizens of Malaysia. In conclusion, Petronas CSR is helping a lot of people in Malaysia and also foreign countries. Petronas business may recruit like-minded talent by applying CSR. Employees could be far more inclined to work for a socially responsible company that shares their own values. Furthermore, CSR decreases staff turnover by mind-boggling 50%. CSR, as well as being socially responsible firm, may help a company's image and brand, while the employees are empowered to use the company resources at their disposal to achieve a good via social responsibility. Formal corporate and social responsibilities initiatives may raise employee morale and increase staff efficiency. That's all from me. Thank you.